Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. I am covering the Alex Murdaugh case. Alex Murdaugh found guilty, and a juror speaks. A juror speaks, and I want to share this, what he shared to some of the media outlets, and we will discuss. A juror speaks. Check this out. This is worth watching. So the media is reporting about one of Alex Murdaugh's jurors. He said he was a good liar, but not good enough. Alex Murdaugh's juror reveals it took just 45 minutes to reach a unanimous guilty verdict, and says video of his voice at the scene sealed his fate. This is the juror. Juror Craig Moyer said Murdaugh never showed remorse on the stand. The nail in his coffin was the video filmed by his son moments before the murders. So, Paul, the video, sealed Alex Murdaugh's fate. One of the jurors who convicted Alex Murdaugh has broken his cover to tell how it took the jury just 45 minutes to find him unanimously guilty. Craig Moyer appeared on Good Morning America on Friday morning. Wonder how much he got paid for that. To explain why he and his fellow jurors felt Murdaugh was guilty of killing his wife Maggie and son Paul on their property. He was a good liar, but not good enough, Moyer said, breaking his anonymity to discuss the blockbuster trial that had America gripped. When the jury entered the deliberation room yesterday, 9 were already convinced of murder's guilt, including Moyer. You hear that? Before they reached the deliberation room, 9 of them already thought Murdaugh was guilty. 2 thought he was innocent, and another juror was undecided. Moyer revealed on Friday it took just 45 minutes of deliberations to convince the 3 other jurors of his guilt. So 3 kind of holdout jurors, and then the group of 9, the gang of 9, convinced the 3 others. You start deliberating, going through the evidence, and everybody was pretty much talking. About 45 minutes later, after all our deliberating, we figured it out. The evidence was clear. Moyer said the nail in Murdaugh's coffin was a video filmed by his son Paul just moments before the murders, in which his voice can be heard in the background. Murdaugh had always denied being near the dog kennel where the bodies of his wife and son were found, but conceded at trial that he lied and was heard in the video. Moyer also said the jury wasn't convinced by Murdaugh's emotional testimony on that stand. All that emotion by Alex Murdaugh for nothing, only to convince the jury that Murdaugh was guilty. I didn't see any true remorse or any compassion or anything. He never cried. Well, I kind of saw him cry. All he did was blow snot. There was no tears. Interesting. So one juror said, didn't cry, but he blew snot, no tears. I saw his eyes. The defense claimed Murdaugh wouldn't have had enough time. I think there's just enough time to shoot his wife and son, clean up, visit his mother, and then return to the scene where he called police. So the jurors breaking it down here. Moyer, however, said he and the jurors felt he had just enough time to do all those things. He also said they were turned off by Murdaugh's apparent preparedness. His response, how quick he was with the defense, and his lies, just steady lies. Wow. Murdaugh will return to court this morning for sentencing. So you hear from a juror here. The juror convinced the 3 other jurors. The 9 jurors convinced 3 jurors that Alex Murdaugh is guilty. Juror Craig Moyer, seen right here. 45 minutes. It took them 45 minutes, according to this juror, to reach a verdict. They were deliberating for almost 3 hours. Trial was a long, long time. Said he was a good liar, but not good enough. Jury ultimately convicted Alex Murdaugh in the murder of his wife, Maggie, his son, Paul. He will most likely spend the rest of his life in jail. He will most likely appeal, go through the appeal process. He's also facing decades in prison for financial crimes all around the country. I was at the location during the trial. I actually went to the Murdaugh home, so check my playlist out. I was all around the area in South Carolina, Colleton County, Hampton, Mallory Beach, poor Mallory Beach and her family. Check my videos out about Mallory Beach. Stephen Smith is another individual that was, it's a mystery of what happened to Stephen Smith. Are the Murdaughs involved? I actually asked Buster Murdaugh, Alex Murdaugh's son, about Stephen Smith. He had no comment. So just check my playlist out. You'll see all the videos I made while I was in the area covering the trial. Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button. I am covering the Alex Murdaugh case. We'll talk soon. Spending the rest of his life in prison, where he belongs. Everyone be safe. God bless.